Now, one of the things that we are seeing or witnessing in the streets of China when it comes to new energy vehicle sales, a lot of companies, especially those coming from other countries, meaning that international companies selling cars in China, which some of them have got factories in China, they've been struggling, honestly, to sell their cars in China. I mean, in the previous video, I reminded you that Mercedes retracted back or paused their plans of going full EV cars by 2030. And part of the reason is because of the fierce competition, right? I mean, it is with no doubt that China is where the EV market is at, because over 60% of global sales of new energy vehicle cars sold comes from China, right? Now, the reason why I'm telling you this, my dear friends, is that there is a list that was published by Thinker Car, right, which gave the total production rankings of China's auto, right, for the month of May. And you will notice that this list covers almost 20 cars in China. And it does show that our very own NIO, I think it's there around the on this 18th, 17th spot, and Xpeng. You've got Xiaomi also at the bottom of the food chain there, but you've got Sachs topping everyone with 400 units sold in May of 2025. You've got BYD, you've got Geely, which sold 269,000 in 1 month, guys. Then you've got Cherry, you've got Chang'an. Chang'an, you will know that Cherry and Chang'an, you will know very well that these are the guys that have partnered with NIO when it comes to battery swapping stations, and very soon their users will be utilizing NIO's battery swapping station. So they sold 200,000. Cherry sold 200,000. Chang'an sold 190,000. This is something that, of course, it's always good, man, to see this takes place. Now, you will notice there that Tesla sold 62,000. I mean, you will notice that the total production volume for Sachs was 400,000, BYD 350,000, Geely, it was around 269,000. Geely, Cherry, Chang'an, you will notice that, or you will remember that they formed a strategic partnership of NIO for battery swapping stations, and very soon their users will be utilizing NIO's battery swapping station, which is something that is just so great. You've got Tesla, which produced 62,000 cars, and this production was 8.5% year on year. By the way, you will notice that they are year on year in terms of how much is the production of May as of 2025 compared to the production that the very same car companies were producing the previous year. You will notice that the Sachs is 25%, 25.8%, BYD it's 1.7%, Geely it's 36.3%. Then you've got Chang'an, which is the 190,000 production that they did in May was down 4.5%. Now Tesla, the 62,000 which they produce in China last month was down 8.5%. Now have a look there. You've got Leodo, which for the 45,000 they produced was 43% increase year over year. Then you've got our very own NIO, the 28,000 production which they did, it was a 49.2%. Xpeng, the 33,000 that they produced, it was a 255%, right? Xpeng is the one with the highest figure in terms of production as compared to last year. NIO comes second with that 49.2% as compared to last year. Xiaomi had not started selling, and this is what we are seeing, ladies and gents, in terms of what was produced. Now, if you go to the next list, this list now gives you the actual sales, right, for the month of May, which our very own NIO, you will notice there that the 23,200 they sold, it gave them 13.1% increase year over year. BYD, when you look into sales, they actually sold 382,000 cars, which gave them a 15.3% year on year. Sachs, though they produced more, they were not able to sell that all the cars that they were not able to sell more than BYD. their sales were up 10.2%. You've got Geely, you've got Chery, you've got Schengen, and yeah, Tesla again. I think this one, it's. I mean, you've got Guangzhou Automobile Group. Its sales, the 118,000 it saw, it was a 24% decline from the sales that they saw last year. Going to Tesla, 62. So they produced 62,000 and they sold 62,000. So the 62,000 that they sold in from their Shanghai factory, or they produced from the Shanghai factory and sold, it is a 15% decline from the kind of sales they generated last year. Now you will notice that obviously in terms of Tesla, yeah, things are not going so well, because last year also they did not sell the number of cars they sold the other year. Their year on year declined, which is something that is not good at all. I mean, Xpeng sales grew by 230%, Leapmotor by 148%, but something that you'll also see there from BMW, right? You'll notice that their sales dropped by 8.8%. This is part of the reason why I was telling you in the previous video to say that, look, these car companies are deciding to take back or to pause their plans in terms of going full EV cars, right? I mean, BMW production came at 56,000, which was up 0.09%, but in terms of sales, they only sold 46,000, which was down 8.8%. So a lot of foreign companies are struggling. Tesla, BMW, Mercedes, Audi, they are not doing that well in China, and this is because of the competition that you find into the Chinese market, and it speaks a lot of volumes about where it is going, what we can expect to happen in the future, because it's not going to slow down anytime soon. What we are seeing in terms of the production, the sales that are actually being generated, it's not going to slow down anytime soon. Chinese car makers are going to continue dominating the market, which is why you will see that some of the countries outside of China, they are trying their best to keep China out in terms of coming and selling their countries, because they know they are the biggest threat to their local car producers, which is something that of course speaks a lot about where China is at. So yeah, man, I just thought I'd give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. I know NIO, it is a company that of course a lot of people are expecting more, but look, we are not doing that bad, but things are going to still improve. Cross fingers, things will improve, and obviously then we get to be rewarded as the new investors. Like, share, subscribe. I will see you on the next one, my dear friends. That is all from me, and God bless you all.